Right now at noon, how the transition to a 4-day school week impacts teacher hiring for the McDonald County School District.
And scattered showers and thunderstorms still hanging on after a loud start to the day. We'll have a look at the radar, our current storms, and what to expect heading into our Wednesday coming up.
Plus, how a Joplin bookstore is helping local students pay for school lunches.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Canvassing over the August 6th election took place this morning in Crawford County. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Elise Snowy. The Crawford County Board of Canvassers met to provide an assessment and finalize the results and statistics from the August 6th election. The process helps to ensure election integrity and provides insight to future elections. The board was able to finalize the results with the addition of an evaluation of provisional ballots.
Just go through our reasonings for provisionals counting or not counting, and go through our results. Make sure all of our tapes from the election machines are signed and correct, and then we'll tally the results and present them to make them official.
According to the official results, 3,803 ballots were cast in the primary election in Crawford County. Kansas State Representative and State House Speaker Daniel Hawkins yesterday stopped by Pittsburgh to tour the Community Health Center of Southeast Kansas and its John Perolo Education Center. The center helps train healthcare workers to fill gaps in rural communities. Hawkins says his visit was to help him and other lawmakers understand the healthcare needs of the community. Now let's check in with Chris Warner for a look at the forecast.
Yeah, we had some thunderstorms rolling through earlier this morning, and we ultimately had one severe thunderstorm warning in our area, and that was mid-morning for parts of northern Lawrence County. No severe weather out there now, but we do still have some lingering showers and thunderstorms. Still wet roadways here from MoDOT camera 20th and Range Line, and of course from our camera on the Cornell Complex downtown Joplin. Joplin kind of getting a break in some of the showers out there, and still some light rain around the Pittsburgh area as well. KDOT camera at Kansas Crossing, still some damp roadways out there. So here's the Skywatch Storm Tracker starting in southeast Kansas. You can still see some lightning activity out there. Boy, at the peak of these storms this morning, we were talking almost 600 lightning strikes with the activity in southeast Kansas alone. And as those storms continue to roll off to the east, Cherokee County this morning at its peak, 101 lightning strikes in Cherokee County by itself. These storms, very electrical. Still some thunderstorms out there, still some rain. So south of Iola, getting into Chanute, south of Yates Center, around Fredonia, Howard, Independence, Parsons, and back into Columbus. So the main line came through and gave us the heavier rain and all that lightning, still very electrical, surging off to the south and east. And we've just got some remnants, and we're dealing with some redevelopment taking place out there. Yesterday, a fairly average day for us, starting at 70, making it up to 89. And right now, we're sitting at 72, Joplin and Pittsburgh. So again, some of this redevelopment that's taking place is going to have a big impact on temperatures for a number of us. Look at some of these as we're in the upper 60s. And then when you get outside of the rain, outside of the cloud cover, upper 70s and even some low 80s. Some isolated redevelopment of some thunderstorm activity or rain activity is possible. The majority of us will be dry this evening, but a couple of stray showers will be out there. We're going to break down the full details and talk about some potentially dangerous heat on the way here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. Well, a house catches fire during thunderstorms this morning. It happened just before 9:30 with smoke and flames visible inside the structure. At the time of the fire, the area was under a severe thunderstorm warning until 9:45 as heavy rain and lightning was moving through the region. The cause of the fire is unknown at this time, and there were no injuries. And don't forget, you can be the first to know about the day's weather with the KOAM Skywatch weather app. Get severe weather updates sent straight to your phone free of charge. It's available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. The KOAM Skywatch weather app. Well, a bookstore in Joplin paid for 1,000 school lunches last year thanks to their school lunch assistance program, and they plan to pay for even more this year. Always Buying Books is continuing to raise money to pay for school lunches in the 4-state area. Purchases from the book buffet goes towards the program along with donations. The McDonald County School District sees an increase in qualified teacher applicants as they prepare to implement a 4-day school week for the very first time. KOAM's Melissa Alexis visited McDonald County High School to learn more.
Then again, talk to your building principal and see.
Teachers gathered at McDonald County for the new Teacher Academy in preparation of the new school year. This school year is a little different because McDonald County School District will be having a 4-day school week.
Teachers are going to be happier. They're going to be better rested on the weekend. Whenever they come back on Tuesday, they're going to have more energy in the classroom.
The implementation of this new 4-day school week has caused the district to see a huge boom in qualified teachers looking to work for McDonald County School District. So much so that every one of their teaching positions are full for the first time in many years.
Last year we had 35 non-certified teachers in our district. This year we have 5. So definitely it has increased the amount of certified teachers to our district.
Diana Chamberlain is an instructional coach for the McDonald County School District and says last year they relied heavily on long-term substitute teachers to fill their teacher positions.
Open teaching positions that had to be filled by long-term subs, and we were very grateful for them to step into that place. But this year, because of the 4-day week, we've been able to fill our classrooms with more certified teachers.
Eric Findley, the superintendent, says he hopes this new 4-day school week helps teachers avoid burnout.
If you've done this for very long at all, and it is a grueling job. It's a great job, it's a great occupation, but it is rough.
Due to the new shorter week, their school day will now be longer to meet the state minimum requirements. Reporting in McDonald County, Melissa Alexis, KOAM News.
For the new shorter school week, there will be no classes on Monday. The McDonald County School District yesterday also showed off some new buses. The district has 4 brand new buses, each of them capable of carrying 71 passengers. They have several new features as well as including electric doors and gear shifting mechanics that are similar to modern cars. Now they're training their drivers to use them. Kids in Pittsburgh beat the heat and had some fun before school starts once again. Victory Life Church partnered with the city and police department to host a back-to-school event at Lincoln Park. It featured free access to the city pool, free Kiddieland rides, free mini golf, and free food. Well, coming up, how local police departments are helping ensure the safety of their K-9 units. And later, we're making loaded, layered hash browns in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Well, hot temperatures can pose a risk to animals, and that doesn't exclude K-9 officers. KOAM's Samantha Walker met with police departments in the 4 states to learn what steps they take to protect all their officers on the hottest days.
Roan is one of our police officers, so we take care of him just like we would any one of our police officers.
Police departments in the 4-state area say they have policies and procedures to help protect their K-9 units in all temperatures. Joplin Police Department has 5 active K-9 units, while Pittsburgh has just 1, named Roan.
We're going to do everything we can to keep Roan safe because he's our only dog, and he's, like I said, he's one of our officers, and he's family to us and to Officer Daney, so we're going to take care of him just like we would anybody else.
Both the Joplin and Pittsburgh police departments say they have several policies in place to help protect their K-9 units, whether temperatures be hot or cold.
If a vehicle drops below a certain temperature, an alarm will go off. It'll actually call our dispatch, call me, and call our K-9 handler. And let us know that there's something wrong with the car. It would drop below a certain temperature or when above a certain temperature. So when that happens too, the lights and sirens will turn on that car, and eventually, depending on what setting it's on, the door will actually pop so Roan could get out of the car.
JPD has a similar system in their K-9 patrol units. For handlers like Josh Cahoon, they say they're always aware of the temperatures outside. He says he tries to limit how much time his K-9 creed is out, especially on hot days.
The dogs can overheat real fast. You know, you get 100, 105 degrees outside. I don't know if you ever touch the pavement with your hand, but we have those thermometers sometimes that'll tell you how hot the pavement is, and the dogs just have pads. And I think that's what a lot of people overlook is how hot it actually gets on the concrete, not to mention my dog's solid black and even seems to get hotter than any other dog. But with the heat, you just got to be self-conscious of everything that's going on.
For him, it's difficult hearing about working dogs passing and heat-related incidents. I
read the articles, and you see the ones that are left out in the sun and it gets to 105, and then the temperature is just beating down on these dogs. It's very upsetting. Don't like hearing a helpless animal dying, regardless of whether it's a police K-9 or any other animal.
Both departments say they go the extra mile to make sure their K-9 officers are happy and healthy, from spacious kennels at home to special diets. I'm Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
The Joplin Police Department asks that you call them if you see an unattended K9 in a vehicle that has lights and sirens running. They say that is likely the emergency system alerting that the vehicle temperature is getting too hot for a K9 officer. Well, still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
If you love potatoes, I mean really love potatoes, then you need to stop whatever you're doing and check out what we're making today.
And we've still got a few scattered showers and storms out there, some dangerous heat on the way as well. We'll have a look at that forecast when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM News at noon. So we've had some showers and thunderstorms. We had one brief severe thunderstorm warning in northern Lawrence County by mid-morning. All of that activity, at least the stronger activity, has now moved well to our east, but we're still dealing with some scattered showers and even a couple of thunderstorms out here with some redevelopment that's taken place back behind that main line. Now, we're not anticipating any additional severe weather out there, maybe a brief strong storm, but in all honesty, we're looking at just good old-fashioned thunderstorms and some much-needed rain for the area. So Chanute, you're getting in on a shower now. Iola, you are okay. Fort Scott, you're in the thick of it. Pittsburgh, you're kind of surrounded by it as well. And we stretch back here a little further to the west. So just north of Howard toward Fredonia, we've got some additional shower activity. And we've got some light showers around Parsons, Oswego. We'll swing back down into Cherokee County. You've got some stray showers again around Pittsburgh, Girard, Oswego, Columbus as well. And we'll switch over to the Missouri side, where again, the leading edge of the thunderstorms, the ones that brought us all that lightning, the torrential rainfall, and some gusty winds well to our east, but still dealing with some moderate rainfall right along the 54 corridor from Fort Scott to Nevada, back off to the east, Osceola, Stockton, Greenfield, Lamar, Butler, all getting in on some additional shower activity. We head a little further south, and you can see we've kind of dried out into Oklahoma and parts of southwest Missouri, but still some showers around Mount Vernon, just east of Monette and Cassville. And we could still see, believe it or not, a couple of showers or storms redevelop as we go later into the evening. If we do see any, it's going to be on the trailing edge of this, so it's looking to be mainly along and east of the 69 corridor. And again, no additional severe weather or strong storms expected, but a few isolated storms may redevelop later this afternoon. Now with that cloud cover, that's also going to play a role in temperatures today. So we were looking on the average to have highs upper 80s and low 90s, and depending on how quickly some of this clears out, some of you will very easily reach those readings. Others may struggle to get even onto the low 80s today. So as we go into the afternoon, there's some of those possible showers and storms by the evening hours. And then later this evening, again, a couple more may be possible out there. And then those will go ahead and clear on out of here. We're going to start our Wednesday mostly clear, and it's going to get pretty darn hot tomorrow. Regardless of what we see today, we're still looking at temperatures tomorrow going mid-upper 90s. And we could see those heat index values easily reaching the triple digits. Now, overnight Wednesday into early Thursday morning, we could see a few stray showers and thunderstorms, especially into southeastern Kansas. Those will clear out, and then our next round of potential showers and storms won't be until late Thursday night into very early Friday morning, when we could see some additional storms. And tomorrow night's storms and Thursday night storms could be strong, low-grade severe, something we'll keep an eye on. So you can tell for sure where the rain is and where that cloud shield is, where we've got temperatures in Neosho, Monette, upper 60s, low 70s, and then you get out of that off to the southwest, and we're already into the mid-upper 70s, pushing close to 80. So again, off to the southwest where we've seen some clearing, still looking to make upper 80s, lower 90s. Some of you, though, again, may only make the low to mid 80s out there, but either way you paint, it's still muggy. Heading into tonight, we're going to clear out, partly cloudy skies, low 70s out there. And then again, tomorrow we got to deal with the sunshine and that heat, upper 90s, and those heat index values pushing up close to 108 degrees in some cases, and the winds gusting to 25. We'll still have to deal with some dangerous heat potential on Thursday, and then we'll be hot, but seasonably hot heading into the weekend. We've got additional rain chances next week, and could even put us into the upper 80s for highs by next Thursday. So still a lot to watch. Still keep an eye on the storms today. Nothing strong, severe expected the rest of today, but still some rain. Watch out for flash flooding. Still a concern as well.
Absolutely. Thanks, Chris. Well, stick around. We're making loaded layered hash browns in the Mr. Food Test kitchen. We'll be right back. Howard is showing us how to make loaded layered hash browns in the Mr. Food Test kitchen.
If you love potatoes, I mean really love potatoes, then you need to stop whatever you're doing and check out our loaded hash browns. They're easy to make, packed with flavor, and they're a far cry from your everyday side dish. All we do is combine a bag of shredded hash browns with some scallions, salt, and pepper. About half of this goes into a large skillet that we've preheated and drizzled with vegetable oil. We press this down with a spatula. This way it'll cook evenly. A bit of shredded cheddar cheese goes over that, along with some crumbled bacon, and then the rest of our potatoes. After the bottom gets crispy, place a plate on top of that and carefully flip it over before sliding it back into the skillet. When both sides are golden, we top it with more cheese and bacon, cut it into wedges, and we're good to go. It's everything we love about hash browns with the added goodness of a loaded baked potato. The recipe for our loaded layered hash browns is online now, so you can make it for your potato lovers. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a crispy, cheesy, bacony way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
You can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
All right, a few scattered storms hanging on through this afternoon, maybe a couple of isolated storms later this evening. Some of us, again, still upper 80s, low 90s. Others, low 80s may be the best you can muster. Dangerous heat returns tomorrow and Thursday. Upper 90s heat index values into the triple digits with evening storm chances or overnight storm chances Wednesday and Thursday. Seasonably hot heading into the weekend, and then another round of possible showers and storms heading into next week. So a busy extended forecast.
Certainly looks like it. Thanks, Chris. And Dow, what do you have for us tonight?
Lots coming up at 5. For starters, researchers say they've developed a stretchable battery that could be implanted into people's brains to help the body heal. We're going to see how these batteries can be used for deep brain stimulation for a way to help cure diseases such as Parkinson's. Plus, the dedication of the Senator Ron Richard Juvenile Justice Center in Joplin. Also, the Freeman Neosho Gift Gallery opens for the first time in 4 years, following its closure due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And we've just learned that abortion and sports betting in Missouri are going to be on the ballot in November. We're going to have a lot more on those stories on KOAM News at 5.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dow. That's the news for now. Thank you for joining us on KOAM News at noon. We'll see you right back here at 5. Until then, have a great rest of your day.